Fun thing about when I was a vendor is like it strains at your heart a little bit sometimes because some of the cards that you've had for a while are really hard to let go, and I usually don't. So,
what if a game could help you find your voice, your courage, your people? Roll Dogs explores how tabletop games like Dungeons & Dragons and Magic the Gathering are helping shy and introverted people build real, lasting friendships. We're exploring the stories behind the dice, how imaginary worlds create real-life connections and motivations. Join us as we make this film, meet the players, and discover how a game can change a life. Your party's waiting, so let's roll the dice.
All right, guys, we're here at the 520 Card Show. I'm here with Corbin. He's the host of the event. And tell us, what made you want to put this all together?
You know, it kind of starts when you were a kid, right? You start collecting as a kid. You sadly grow up a little bit. You forget about your collection. And about 6 years ago, I got back into it, just collecting Pokemon again. And then fell in love with it. And it became a really bad addiction. And then we kept on going and going and going. And then I started vending at, shows in Phoenix and stuff, which is fine. But then I'm like, Tucson. Mm-hmm. Tucson's great. It's a great city. It's great people. I'm like, we don't have this kind of event here. And with my background and everything, I was like, let's just do it. Let's create an event where people can come and celebrate their hobbies all together.
Nice. I like that. Is Pokemon your focus, or do you do more Magic?
So Pokemon is definitely my focus. My little brother, TCG Kenji, is vending here at the show, and he does One Piece. I also collect sports as well. So it's kind of a Pokemon and sports, which is kind of a rare duo. So I do both. And then at that point, I was like, let's do it. And yeah, now we're here.
I wonder if that's the guy we interviewed in there. There was someone we talked to that had a One Piece arm and it was holding the gum fruit.
No, that was not him. But I know who you're talking about, but no, that's not my brother.
I was like, oh, that'd be funny. We already interviewed your brother.
Yeah. He's a little camera shy, so I'm not sure he'll do an interview, but I'm sure he would love it.
And what's your favorite Pokemon?
Favorite Pokemon? Yeah, that's always like a loaded question for me because I feel like my favorite Pokemon changes, but I always go back to when I was a kid.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Arcanine!
The Growlithe Arcanine evolution. Those are just my two that I love.
I feel like it's a little better when it's from the original 150 too.
Yeah,
like, all right.
Yep, 100%. Some of the new Pokemon are great, like Chandelier. You get a little silly with it, but the original Pokemon are the best.
Wasn't there? I can't remember which one it was. There was one that was a rock, right? Like it was just a pet rock, like one of the new ones.
Probably. Yeah, I think so. There's also one based off of Trash.
That's right.
The name,
yeah.
But it is funny. Some of the things they come up with, but the original Pokemon are always going to be the best to me.
This might be it, but do you have a favorite moment you have in your life that you with friends or family that involves Pokemon, or like that time you got a really good card that just like that was it? That was
one of the things that stuck with me, which like really got me back into the hobby, was like back in Whatnot, like a long time ago when there was like maybe 15 people streaming on Whatnot for Pokemon, and that was a lot. And back in the good old days, you could get a $1 pack. Can't do that anymore. But I remember just ripping $1 packs with a stream. I ended up pulling the Chunkachu, Rainbow Chunkachu, and that was just crazy. That was like my first ever like really remembrance of like, wow, that was a big hit. It was really cool. I actually have it with me, and I'm actually getting it graded with WAG. I brought it today to go get it graded because that's just going to be in my PC forever.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of those ones you just don't want them to leave the collection.
No, yeah, that's kind of the fun thing about when I was a vendor is like it strains at your heart a little bit sometimes because some of the cards that you've had for a while are really hard to let go, and I usually don't. So.
All right, last question. Favorite ability in a game or magic spell?
So I don't play Magic, and I'm actually more of a collector, to be honest. I played a little bit of Pokemon online TCG, but I'm actually just a huge collector. I'm a nerd for collecting and trying to catch them all, and I want to learn Magic, to be honest. I just haven't had the chance.
Nice. Well, dude, thank you for putting this all together. Yeah. I hope you guys do it again next year. This is the first year, right? This one?
This is, the first show ever. First show in Tucson. The plan is, hopefully, as long as Tucson wants us back, to make this a quarterly show. So come back every 3-4 months, and hopefully we just keep it going.
Awesome, dude. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you for everything.
Yeah.